Morning sunlight on the floor, a gentle breeze through the open door. The world awakens without a sound, and something hopeful lingers around. There were days I doubted every step, staring at roads I hadn't taken yet, watching others move so fast, while I wondered if I'd ever last. A notebook filled with unfinished plans, questions resting in my hands. But somewhere underneath the fear, a quiet voice was always near, like a seed beneath the snow, growing where nobody knows, waiting for its time to rise beneath forgotten winter skies. I didn't need to shine the most, I only needed to stay close to every dream I couldn't leave, even when I couldn't yet believe. Maybe ability isn't something loud, not a flashing light above the crowd. Maybe it's the strength to try again, to keep on walking when the road won't bend. In every small step, in every stumble, a quiet heart becomes capable. Afternoon drifts through the room, piano notes begin to bloom, each melody a gentle sign that growth arrives in its own time. The tallest trees were once so small, barely reaching up at all, yet day by day they found the sky without asking how or why. I've learned that progress rarely shouts, it moves and whispers through the doubts, building courage piece by piece until the mind begins to breathe. Some mountains move a grain at a time, some victories happen out of sight, and every effort left unseen still matters more than it may seem. The road ahead may not be clear, but I can move from here to here. One small step becomes a mile when carried with a patient smile. Maybe ability isn't something loud, not a flashing light above the crowd. Maybe it's the strength to try again, to keep on walking when the road won't bend. In every small step, in every stumble, a quiet heart becomes capable. I don't need perfection now, I don't need all the answers somehow. The stars don't rush across the night, yet still they fill the sky with light. And every chapter yet unread, every dream still up ahead begins with simply trusting the person I am becoming. Inside the climb, growing stronger one day at a time. Maybe it's found in the choice to stay, even when the easier path walks away. In every small step, every humble goal shapes the person, builds the soul. Maybe ability was here all along, waiting quietly to become a song. The evening settles soft and slow, golden colors start to glow. One final note, one peaceful breath, and confidence remains beneath. Midnight settles on the roof, the city fades to distant blue. Above the silence far away, a lonely planet drifts in view. cup of coffee growing cold. The stars are scattered like gold notes across a sky of silver gold. Somewhere beyond the moonlit dark, past every dream I've ever known, Saturn circles through the heavens, quietly traveling alone. Its rings catch fragments of the light, like records spinning in the night, holding stories older than the mountains, sleeping out of sight. And for a moment I imagine what the universe might say if all the stars could speak at once about the paths we make each day. The world feels small, the sky feels wide, a million mysteries outside, and every question in my mind floats with the planets through the night. Rings around Saturn, turning soft and slow, like memories I carry everywhere I go. Rings around Saturn, shining in the dark, a circle made of wonder, a map around the heart. Maybe we're all traveling more than we'll ever know, like rings around Saturn, moving slow. The piano hums beside the rain, a gentle rhythm on the glass. The hours drift like distant comets, quietly and never fast. I think about the roads I've taken, the friends I've known the years gone by, how every chapter keeps revolving like planets crossing through the sky. The universe doesn't seem hurried, it lets the seasons find their place. It paints entire worlds in silence, then leaves them floating into space. Perhaps there's comfort in that motion, and knowing change is not the end, that every orbit brings us back to where our stories start again. The stars above still softly glow, without demanding that we know exactly where the future leads or what tomorrow's sky may be. Rings around Saturn, turning soft and slow, like memories I carry everywhere I go. Rings around Saturn, shining in the dark, a circle made of wonder, a map around the heart. Maybe we're all traveling more than we'll ever know, like rings around Saturn, moving slow. The night grows deeper than before, yet somehow feels less lonely now, because the same sky stretching over me touches every place somehow. A billion miles beyond the clouds, Saturn keeps its patient dance, reminding me that beauty lives in movement, mystery, and chance. Rings around Saturn, glowing pale and bright, a distant lantern hanging in the endless night. Rings around Saturn, spinning endlessly, teaching quiet lessons about time and destiny. And though I'm standing here below, beneath the stars that softly burn, a part of me keeps wandering with every cosmic turn. The rain grows faint, the city sleeps, the stars remain above. One final chord fades into space, wrapped in silence and wonder. evening painted gold on the street. A gentle breeze moved through the trees. Someone called my name from far away, and suddenly the day felt lighter. We never needed plans written down, just a message saying, "Are you around?" A crowded table, a couple of chairs, and stories floating through the air. Some were chasing dreams across the town, some were trying not to break down. Some wore smiles that hid a heavy day, yet somehow we always found a way. The coffee cooled while the hours flew. The sky turned orange, then deep blue, and every laugh echoed through the night like little stars beginning to shine. No matter where the road may bend, there's comfort in familiar friends. 1,000 changes come and go, but some connections only grow. Under the same sky, same story, sharing little pieces of our journey. Through every high and every fall, you were there through it all. Warm piano in the background plays like a soundtrack to our younger days, and every memory softly reminds the best things in life are hard to find. We talked about the years ahead, the fears we carried, words unsaid, the places we hoped we'd someday see, and who we wanted ourselves to be. Sometimes life pulled us different ways, busy weeks and longer days, but every time we met again, it felt like no time had passed since then. The city lights began to glow, the conversations moved slow. A simple moment, nothing grand, yet somehow perfectly planned. The seasons change, the world moves fast, but some moments are built to last. And every chapter that we write feels brighter when you're by my side. Under the same sky, same story, sharing little pieces of our journey. Through every high and every fall, you were there through it all. Warm piano in the background plays like a soundtrack to our younger days, and every memory softly reminds the best things in life are hard to find. Years from now, when paths divide and different roads become our guide, I'll remember laughter in the dark and all the conversations from the heart. The photos may begin to fade, but not the memories we've made. They're stitched into the soul somehow, still alive inside us now. Sharing little pieces of our journey. Every dream and every scar help shape the people that we are. Warm piano in the background plays like a soundtrack to our favorite days, and even when the distance grows, a part of home is where friendship goes. Under the same sky, same story, forever part of our memory. Through every season, near or far, you'll always know exactly who you are. The night grows quiet, the lights grow dim, a final laugh carried by the wind, and somewhere underneath the stars, our story keeps shining on. Morning sunlight fills the room, golden patches on the floor. A sleepy cat beside the window, a faithful dog beside the door. The kettle sings its little song, the day begins so calm and slow. The cat is chasing beams of sunlight, while the dog waits where I go. One curls up upon the blanket, dreaming softly without a care. One follows every step I take, always knowing that I'm there. The world outside can move so quickly, crowded roads and endless noise, but somehow peace is easy to find in their simple little joys. The flute drifts through the morning air, light as feathers in the breeze, and every note feels warm and gentle, like leaves dancing through the trees. No need for words, no grand design, just quiet love through passing time. And every day they seem to show the things we often forget to know. Pause beside me through the sun and rain, turning ordinary moments into something sweet again. Pause beside me, never asking why, just sharing every season as the years go drifting by. And in their eyes, I always find a little piece of mind. The afternoon moves through the curtains, painting shadows on the wall. The cat explores a cardboard kingdom, the dog sleeps through it all. Then suddenly they start their game, running circles through the hall. Tiny footsteps, happy chaos, echoing through every wall. I laugh and set my book aside, watching their adventure grow, finding happiness in moments that once seemed too small to know. The piano hums a quiet rhythm, the guitar follows close behind, like old friends sharing stories on a slow and golden evening tide. The hours pass, the daylight fades, yet warmth remains in simple ways, and every memory feels more bright, shared with them tonight. Pause beside me through the sun and rain, turning ordinary moments into something sweet again. Pause beside me, never asking why, just sharing every season as the years go drifting by. And in their eyes, I always find a little piece of mine. When the world feels heavy and the road seems long, they sit beside me quietly, like a comforting song. No judgment, no conditions, no expectations to defend, just a gentle kind of loyalty, the kind that never ends. A soft wooden flute dances above warm acoustic. A soft wooden flute dances above warm acoustic guitar, and faithful as a sleeping dog, filled with comfort and joy. Pause beside me under moonlit skies, still bringing little sparks of happiness with every sleepy sigh. Pause beside me through every passing year, making every house a home just by being near. And when the stars appear above and the day comes to an end, the greatest gift I carry home is the love of my two friends. The moonlight settles on the floor, the house grows quiet, warm and still. The cat curls up beside the window. The dog rests by the hill. One final chord, one gentle night, and everything feels right. Morning light spills on the floor, a gentle breeze through the open door. The world is quiet, soft and slow, like it's waiting for me to know. There was a time I stood unsure, counting every flaw and scar, watching distant lights ahead, wondering if I'd ever get that far. The mirror showed a tired face, a heart still searching for its place. But underneath the doubt and noise, a steady strength began to rise, like sunlight finding cracks in stone, like roots that grow unseen below. Something deep inside remained, even through the wind and rain. I may not have all the answers now, but every step still teaches how, and every road I've traveled through has led me closer to the truth. I am able, more than yesterday, building dreams in my own way. Not because the road is clear, not because I have no fear, but because I keep moving on. Even when the light feels gone, I am able, quiet but strong, learning where my heart belongs. The afternoon drifts by the window, golden shadows stretch and sway. A notebook filled with simple goals turns another hopeful page. Some victories are small enough that nobody else can see. A choice to try, a choice to stand, a choice to still believe. The tallest mountains start below, the widest rivers start as streams. Every masterpiece was once a fragile and unfinished dream. The piano softly fills the room, like a friend that understands, reminding me that growth appears one gentle moment at a time. The future waits, the sky is wide, and possibility walks beside, not rushing me, not asking more than one brave step beyond before. I am able, more than yesterday, building dreams in my own way. Not because the road is clear, not because I have no fear, but because I keep moving on. Even when the light feels gone, I am able, quiet but strong, learning where my heart belongs. Maybe courage isn't loud, maybe it speaks in softer tones, choosing hope another day when no one else will ever know. The stars don't race across the sky, yet they still shine every night. And maybe strength is simply this, continuing toward the light. Acoustic guitar glides through gentle piano chords. carrying feelings of determination, peace, and quiet confidence. I am able more than yesterday. Every challenge shapes the path I'm walking on today. I am able, though I still grow, learning things I didn't know. Every stumble, every climb becomes a reason that I shine. I am able, heart and soul, finding strength in every goal. The evening settles calm and bright. The room is wrapped in amber light. One final note begins to fade, and I believe in what I've made. The morning sun was peeking through. I spilled my cereal chasing you. You laughed so hard you couldn't stand, and somehow grabbed my clumsy hand. You wear my hoodie upside down, then dance around the living room. You sing the wrong words to every song, yet somehow make them all sound good. You steal the fries right off my plate, then act surprised when I complain. You draw mustaches on my notes and leave little hearts beside my name. The neighbors probably think we're strange, laughing loud at 3:30, making castles out of blankets like we're kids pretending to be free. Nothing fancy, nothing planned, just your fingers in my hand. And every little foolish thing turns into my favorite memory. I love the silly ways you smile, the way you make the boring worthwhile. Every laugh becomes a melody, dancing through the air so easily. You turn ordinary days to gold, with stories that never get old. And if forever feels like this, then I could live inside your kiss. We race shopping carts and empty aisles, get distracted by 100 things. You make funny faces through the glass, while strangers try not to laugh. You name the clouds ridiculous names, like Captain Pancake floating by. And somehow after all this time, you still surprise me every night. We miss the ending of our movies, talking through the important scenes, then spend another hour guessing what the ending might have been. No grand speeches, no perfect lines, just little moments I call mine. And every tiny spark you bring makes my whole world start to sing. I love the silly ways you smile, the way you make the boring worthwhile. Every laugh becomes a melody, dancing through the air so easily. You turn ordinary days to gold, with stories that never get old. And if forever feels like this, then I could live inside your kiss. Someday we'll probably look back at photographs and coffee stains, at mismatched socks and midnight jokes, and all our wonderfully messy days. Maybe love was never meant to be serious all the time. Maybe it's laughing until it hurts, and knowing you're becomes a melody floating through our little galaxy. You turn ordinary days to gold with stories that never get old. And if forever feels like this, then every day will feel like bliss. So keep stealing fries and making jokes. Keep wearing hoodies like a joke. Because the funniest thing I know is how much more I love you so. The evening falls, the lights grow low. We're still laughing soft and slow. One more smile before the night, and everything feels just right. The city lights are wearing gold. The evening air is soft and cold. A quiet moon hangs up above, watching over all of us. Tonight the world feels slower somehow. The noise has finally settled down. The clocks still move, the cars still run, but none of that feels urgent now. A warm guitar beside the fire, a gentle piano drifting by. The room is wrapped in amber light, like a dream that doesn't want goodbye. There's a notebook on the table, half a story left to write. Yet for once I am not rushing. I can simply be tonight. No expectations, no finish lines, just this moment passing by. And for a little while everything feels right. Just for tonight, let the worries fade away. Leave tomorrow at the door. It can't wait another day. Just for tonight, let your tired heart be free. Like the stars above the rooftops, like the waves out on the sea. Just for tonight, nothing more is required of me. The rain begins a quiet rhythm, tracing patterns on the glass. The kind of sound that makes you wonder how the years have moved so fast. Photographs inside my drawer, old conversations in my phone, little pieces of a life that helped me learn and helped me grow. Some dreams arrived just as I hoped, some disappeared without a trace. Yet every road became a part of the person standing in this place. The night is patient, the sky is wide, and every memory walks beside like old friends under silver light. Just for tonight, let the worries fade away. Leave tomorrow at the door. It can't wait another day. Just for tonight, let your tired heart be free. Like the stars above the rooftops, like the waves out on the sea. Just for tonight, nothing more is required of me. Maybe healing isn't loud, maybe peace arrives this way. In a quiet room with gentle music at the end of a long day. The moon doesn't hurry across the sky, the river doesn't force its flow. Perhaps the heart finds what it needs when it finally moves slow. can. The rain grows quiet, the candles glow, the piano plays one final note, and the night moves slow. Morning light spills through the glass, painting gold across the floor. A quiet day begins to breathe, a soft pause across the room once more. Curled beside the window frame, a little cat watches the street, following leaves that dance outside like tiny worlds it longs to meet. The kettle hums its sleepy song, a book lies open by the chair, and somehow every corner feels a little warmer with you there. You stretch beneath the sunlight beam, then close your eyes without a care, teaching me a kind of peace that rarely lingers anywhere. The world keeps rushing far beyond, with endless plans and places to be, but you seem to know a secret about slowing down and simply being. No grand ambitions, no race to run, just chasing patches of afternoon sun, and somehow that feels wise to me. Oh, little cat by the window, watching clouds drift slow, while the day moves on outside. You stay where soft winds blow. Oh, little cat by the window, you remind my heart to know that happiness can live in the quiet moments we hold. The rain arrives against the glass, a gentle rhythm through the day. You lift your head for just a moment, then let the storm drift far away. A cardboard box becomes a castle, a blanket turns into a throne. You find adventure in small places and make the simplest things feel home. The afternoon grows calm and golden, piano notes begin to sway, while you sleep without a worry as the hours float away. I wonder what you dream about, moonlit rooftops and the skies, or maybe just another sunny spot where afternoon forever lies. The room grows quiet, the shadows lean, the world feels softer than it's ever seemed, and every breath moves peacefully. Oh, little cat by the window, watching clouds drift slow, while the day moves on outside. You stay where soft winds blow. Oh, little cat by the window, you remind my heart to know that happiness can live in the quiet moments we hold. The evening paints the room in amber, streetlights flicker one by one. You wake and wander through the silence as another day is nearly done. Maybe wisdom isn't complicated, maybe joy is small and true. A warm place to rest, a peaceful heart, and someone who cares for you. begin to glow, and still you sit so quietly, watching the world below. Oh, little cat by the window, there is something that you show, a gentle kind of happiness that never needs to grow. In every purr and sleepy sigh, in every calm and easy night, you turn ordinary